All right, the next deck that we're trying today, Annie Swain. So, been having a lot of fun with Annie Jin, and saw someone combining these two champions and figured, thought about a little bit what are the advantages and disadvantages of going with this champion over Jin, and also I just really like Swain as a champion, so decided that we definitely need to try this combination. So no Jin means we don't get access to all the other followers that have these slow skills that we like to take advantage of, but we do get to be in a another region that has a lot of interesting abilities, and I chose P and Z. Seemed like the most obvious one, so get access to things like Thermo Beam for taking out big threats on the other side of the table. We got Piltover and Tellstones here, which can be quite versatile. We have access to Aftershocks, which itself is a very versatile ability because we can either destroy landmarks or it can just be a very expensive deal 3 to a unit. Hextech Transmogulator could be okay in certain matchups where like this is not big enough to take down something, but we can transform it into something smaller. Progress Day. 9 mana draw 3 that reduces the things. Progress Day is already a fine card to play. It's a great top deck when games go really, really long, and paying an extra mana for it is not a big deal. So having this form of card advantage when games go a little long can be great. Also, Ballistic Bot is an interesting unit that we get access to by being in PNZ. 2 mana 0/3 creates these ignitions in hand. So the ignitions are helping us both work towards leveling Swain, leveling Annie, working on our Ravenbloom Conservatory. They can repeatedly trigger the Mana Soul students with a leveled Swain on the board. That means that we're just stunning a lot of our opponent's things. Still kept a couple of Boom Crew rookies, though I'm not quite sure how I feel about those. I could see those being changed, but then Mystic Shot, obviously just a really solid removal spell that we can use. It also can be pointed at the enemy's face. So I would say this is probably a solidly a mid-range list compared to the Annie Jin one being a little bit more on the aggressive side, but this one, lets us go a little bit longer, perhaps go a little bit bigger than what our opponents are doing. So curious to see how it feels versus the other list, because I would say right now Annie Jin might be my favorite deck in the current format to play. I just find the play patterns and the deck building options just very fun and satisfying to play around with. So curious to see how this feels compared to that one, but also I just like the champions combination, so wanted to try it. They look like they're more aggressively slanted, so Ballistic Bot's not going to really do much, but I kind of like these two to slow them down. If we can get a Ravenous Flock to pair with that Spell Slinger, that'd be great, because we're looking like we're banking the spell mana on turn 1. Mystic Shot's not bad. Ballistic Bot, for something to do with our mana if we don't have anything better to do, I guess is okay.
Come closer. I don't bite.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep her at home for now.
Fang's turn.
Lucky, our opponent's lucky we don't have Ravenous Flock. That would have been very nice. Drawing all of our expensive stuff doesn't feel great. Which does Poppy cost again?
Fact, I am superior life form.
By the strength of our convictions.
I'm going for a walk.
Safety disengaged.
There's a conservatory.
I just know the hero's around here somewhere.
Well, probably just gonna double up on that. Watch them give everything tough this round, Rangers resolve. What a beating.
Attacking!
Yep, you are attacking, Poppy.
Can you improve perfection? Join me if you want to live. System upgrade.
I'm just gonna do this, and if it fails, I'll concede and move on. Or if they drop another Poppy. So their whole board gonna get buffed anyway. Basically those speakers or whatever they're called gonna do a nice Poppy impression. And they're gonna have a leveled Elise. A bunch of challenger spiders. Yeah, that didn't feel particularly competitive, huh? Maybe I'm supposed to save the stun effect that I used because it wasn't paired with... Do I keep the Mana Soul Student? I think I look for cheaper stuff. I don't know about this guy, though. Could maybe generate some value for us.
Witness perfection, meatbags. Can you improve perfection? Primed and ready.
At this position with not much else to play, I'd be fine just passing here.
Can you improve perfection? Primed and ready.
Oh, god damn it, that was a misclick. I wanted to click the ignition. Now our opponent's going to decide to return and play something.
Safety disengaged. perfection.
I'll throw out one of these, I suppose.
Rise, metal brethren.
The sea is too shallow a grave.
Could try to kill that guy with 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't play Swain anyway.
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world.
The few for the many.
Thermo beam. Or that, sure. What's more worthwhile?
Oh, dark.
Safety disengaged.
Destination in sight.
Can you improve perfection? Join me if you want to live.
Can't block him, so I'd rather just like attack and finish him off.
My future.
Tomorrow has never looked so good. I fight for a brighter tomorrow.
Well, I mean, could go with this. I want him to get value off of this jackass, though. Or as much value.
I know what lurks in the shadows. Hush now.
Oh, my shit's so expensive.
Whoa! I can see the magic.
If it's a people problem, I'm your man. Master your demons.
Okay, 3 out of 3.
Cool! Spell embers! from?
It's an awesome day for progress.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything!
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Get him. Let's go, Fang.
Nothing beats field testing.
It's rough, because this doesn't quite kill. What could he have? He could have the thing that doubles up. Am I supposed to use this to kill him? I think I'm supposed to aftershock him before he can get value off of a 6 mana play.
One side stamp papers, now faces.
Yeah, see, I didn't want him, like, playing something like that to deal massive amounts of burn damage to me is really, really bad. Ugh. Not a great top deck.
The mind is nothing without means.
Come on, Tippers. It's playtime.
Light is a lure in the dark.
We're dead. Oh, man.
No one puts out my fires.
Well, we could have won that game if I had just kept playing stuff out while our opponent was AFK, but that was actually a more interesting game by not doing that. Alright, maybe we can get some real games going here now. I think I like the backup Annie because of Disintegrate, so we're gonna keep it. But I think I'm in for something else other than Mystic Shot, whether it be a unit or what have you. Thermal Beaming
Never tried this chemical before.
stuff is nice. I'm not gonna Thermal Beam that.
This way.
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible.
We'll do this before he has a combat trick that he can use to protect this.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
Yeah, it must be.
It's Mr. Kaisero! Kai.
It's Kythera, Annie. Hey, Tibbers.
We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this.
Oh, I want to play! Not play! Burning! Nakatag baby, son of a wall!
More lessons? Lame.
I want to play a game of hide and burn!
Out here, you're moving or you're dead.
It's Mr. Kaisero! Kai.
It's Kythera, Annie. Hey, Tibbers. You're gonna get bit.
Greed'll turn any man into a monster.
Are you ready, Tibbers?
Maybe I shouldn't have swung with this.
Scum.
I mean, I guess it does. It lets us push damage with the other unit because they probably would have looked to gain life with it, and now she's wounded for the Tibbers trigger to go off.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
This into this wins us the game, assuming they don't have any healing, which this region doesn't have any, and this region, I guess neither of them do, right?
Right, Arda?
Oh, I don't know.
Donnie, wanna play with Tippers?
Okay, that sounds like fun.
I am wearing my goggles.
We'll get our licks in.
Your aura is so blue.
Leave her alive because it's not... Yeah, I don't think I need to sacrifice Annie here, just in case they live. They should just be dead, though.
That's so cool.
If I felt like I could get burned out from 8 or something, then I guess I'd block with Annie because the tie bulk being alive still means we likely don't need Annie to win that game. think we're just looking for anything cheaper than 3. Sure.
Come out, wherever you are. That's the key.
They could have the drain to spell, that new spell. Toss and drain. No, I think I'm actually gonna bank the spell mana. So I can go Arachnoid Sentry into Ravenous Flock depending on what they play. Looks like they're gonna do the same. In which case, I might just start trying to get value off of this. I'll just take the 3. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna get 3 damage in here, but I think I'm supposed to save the Thermo Beam for Mr. Viego.
Can you improve perfection? Fire till nothing moves.
Although it'd be nice if they play something that I want to Sentry into Flock so I can block this, which, yeah, this is what this is gonna be now.
Disengaged.
Let the bloodshed begin.
I mean, doing this means that our thing dies.
System upgrade.
Okay.
It's just an ink.
Now the question is, would I rather get down the Swain or get down the Katarina? I think it's the Swain.
There's nothing to fear.
The bite doesn't hurt. The venom sure does. Get him.
Ah, such pretty poison.
Hey, Donnie, tell me about Mage Sight again.
So, are there these extra colors all around us?
You don't have great blocks, awkwardly.
Bind them.
And when I play this thing out... It's probably her, huh?
Cool! Spell Embers!
We're not gonna get to play this for a while if we want to start playing these and like have them kill something more meaningful than Viego, so I'm just gonna kill her. She basically puts the same amount of power on the field, but is a fearsome and doesn't die to mystic shots. So, and I'm also gonna just chump one of these. Honestly, this one's not doing much. Just keep our life total high-ish.
Order, sir. Bring forth our army.
We're just gonna keep dropping these turn to turn. Hopefully one of them sticks. I'm not gonna attack in and have this thing die to a disintegrate.
Seeing plenty of killing never gets old. Dark in the sky! Success when victory is at stake.
Steak. I'll put a Swain back in our deck.
After the battle,
Means we have a really good open attack the next turn. Maybe they're supposed to block, actually.
conflicts and only one.
Yeah, because we could have lost the Camovoran Soldier plus Atrocity on that turn, but we were having a pretty good open attack, so... Hand was looking iffy, and then we drew an Annie.
Come out, wherever you are. Don't be scared. It's just fire.
Go get the shiny dove.
Oh,
A lot of threes.
Step lightly.
They could have multiple things. This archetype got that deal 3 drain too.
Donnie, wanna play with Tipper?
So I'm gonna go ahead and play this
Sounds
out.
like fun.
Please!
That's so cool.
What's that, lamb?
Something soon forgotten, dear wolf.
I guess I could kill that.
Cool! Still embers!
Yeah, it works for me. I just don't want them to get a trigger on any of these things. I think I'm gonna take this first hit. Now we're gonna open on attack because I want her to be able to level up.
Lovely. Very neat. I want to play a game of hide and burn.
Oh, that's so cool!
I was feared once, just as you are now. What's that, lamb?
Something soon forgotten, dear wolf.
It all falls down.
Watch your head.
Now I think I might block. We have a... Oh no, we don't have the backup Annie anymore, but we have tons of other shit.
Don't make me hurt you.
I just don't want to die to an atrocity out of nowhere after they play like a Nasus, which they can play this round. Yeah.
It's a trap!
I actually passed the start. I don't know if this is correct, but I want to have access to Arachnoid Sentry Ravenous Block or Tibbers, depending on what they do.
Donnie, wanna play with Tippers?
Okay, that sounds like fun! Cool! Spell embers!
Let's get those shorts.
Could Tibbers, and then he might Ruination.
That's so cool!
And if he Ruinations, maybe the Leviathan sticks. We have the Piltover and Telstones to gas back up. Maybe blocking was too defensive of me the round before. Should have just taken the 5 damage. Yeah, like how are we ever getting through that now?
Submission or death for all who leave.
Cool! Spell Embers!
That's annoying. We're dead to an atrocity either way. Even if I block here,
Are you new?
he can atrocity that. So we may as well just not bother. Yeah, I don't even if we didn't block that one turn, we might have actually still lost here.
Destination in sight.
Right. Play the atrocity. I don't think we can win now without playing this. Get him down to 2, and even then we still need to hope to top deck.
Almost.
Got it!
We still lose to him opening on attacks. Yeah, so if I didn't throw away my units, probably would have got him down to 5 or maybe even 3, and then maybe that Leviathan could win us the game, assuming we can get through that turn, but we wouldn't have because he could have atrocitied earlier because we would have been down. Or we would have just died because of an attack, because our health total would have been -5 from a previous turn. I don't know, hard to say. I'm sure what I did was incorrect, but we probably lost that game anyway. So I don't think it lost us the game, but still a mistake. You always want to be evaluating the decisions you make, because just because the outcome of a game wasn't determined by a certain decision doesn't mean that what you did wasn't a mistake necessarily. Kindred Senna, huh? I don't know if I like any of this, really. Would want any ballistic bot, stuff like that. Thermal beam to kill the bigger threats. This deck is just too expensive. I think that's the biggest reason why it's not feeling as good as whatchamacallit. I mean, whatever I play is going to just die. The question is who wins in the long term.
There's magic, and then there's me.
See if they have the drain too. They do. So this is where our Piltovan Telstones come in handy. Have a way to deal with that. Right on time too. Depends on if they have something meaningful that we have to get rid of immediately though.
They retreat.
Oh, we can still kill that afterward. I guess. No, yeah, no. I needed to do this now. So they're gonna hit us for 4, and we can thermo beam them.
Begins.
Currently, I'd say they are ahead because they got the damage. They have dealt a point of damage. They could easily vengeance us, but we have backups. Swain, so... If they happen to have nothing, I guess we can get in for a decent chunk, but...
Noxians are not the monsters they make us out to be. Witness strength.
Brutal. They had exactly the 1-2 they needed. Sad. Okay. We can go Slinger Flock into Swain. That's something.
Never one
without the other.
The bite doesn't hurt. The venom sure does. Fang's turn.
By my hand, noxious rise.
He owes us the remainder.
I want it all. Pledge or perish. I will break them. Victory awaits.
So that dies to our Ravenous Flock, and we can play a Piebald of our own, which is cool. This guy I'm not sure about in this deck. Might just want House Spiders, which is what I was thinking, but this one synergizes well with both of our champions, can get in for decent damage, but like in a board state like this House Spiders would just feel so much better.
Long road behind, long road ahead.
It's awkward, huh?
They retreat.
A little puncture and a lot of pain.
Rats.
I can do this. After the battle, the ring ceased.
We got ourselves a board, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough. Would have loved for our opponent to attack in.
Indecision is the first of many weaknesses.
But I think it's correct for them to hold back. Unlike what it seemed like they were debating before. We just block the 7-4 here. We're happy to take that trade. We block a 3-2 with a 2-1. Happy to take that trade. Then we're gonna full swing. Then the next turn. So yeah, we'll just make sure our opponent does the right decision. Wow, that's a heck of a draw. Do I try to get rid of a unit? If we attack, we would definitely be doing this. This is probably blocking here. This is blocking one of these, one of those. Probably here. This is blocking this. So he would take 2, 4, 6. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Down to 13. This deals more. But if I swing with this, he's forced to block with that. Yeah, maybe the Death's Hand means I'm supposed to go full. Okay. I don't know. Maybe our opponent had something in hand, maybe not, but it looks like they disconnected, sadly.
Remember this day.
Also, if I am gonna decide to swing with Swain, it's incorrect to do so later in the turn order, right? I should be doing it. He should be first, because if he decides that he can't let him connect, then everyone else dies. Oh, but it doesn't make sense. He would block with him. Because Swain is dealing the most damage of anybody. Well, in theory, we should be well set up for this matchup, because we do have so much removal, but... and stun. We can slow them down, but the question is, are we going to have a game plan of our own?
Careful.
Guess we'll just play this out as a blocker. Here comes the fish. Yep. Always the fish. Could play this out for you. But yeah.
I am superior life form.
This can block once here and then again later, which is nice.
It's Mr. Kaithero! Kai.
It's Kythera, Annie. Hey, Tibbers.
Prime and ready. A ticket to the gun show.
You're gonna get bit.
Alright, well, not off to a great start here, so probably not. Maybe this isn't as good of a matchup as I would have assumed. They're just really efficient. Yeah. Don't really have anything. Didn't draw into any of our removal. Our cheap removal. No Ravenous Flock. No Mystic Shot. Even the Blade's Edge that I have in the Jhin version is so good against them. Just so efficient. And then it's fine in that deck, even when they're not playing X1s, just because you're playing full suite of Disintegrates. You're playing. Speaking of Disintegrates, you're playing. Yeah, just so many things that work well with it. Maybe Blade's Edge is okay in this deck. Maybe there's no need to play what we're playing, sort of. I think it's I don't know. I think the House Spiders almost certainly are a card that this deck wants. And I'd have to play more with the Ballistic Bots to have a sense of whether or not they're good enough. In theory, they're great. But yeah, the other 2-mana 1/3, maybe not good enough. Probably just better as House Spider. Well, we have the Thermo Beam to kill this, but if they play a second one, if they have 2 1-drops in hand, that's going to be bad. And if one of them's another Fleet Feather Tracker.
There's a chill in the air.
Okay, so we'll take the 3. The Death's Hand finishes off Lucian.
Bring in the heat. They're as good as dead.
You're adorable when you're angry.
Ugh, that's rough.
Donnie, wanna play with Tippers?
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Do not fear the crowded path.
Where's our stuns? Stinks.
I can, help.
I think we gotta get rid of that.
Go ahead. Scare me.
Take the 7 for now. Oh boy.
I wanna play. Very neat. First the smoke, then the fire, then the Tippers!
That's so cool.
Stay back.
You pay for this! We're gonna need more coffins.
One banner, one destiny.
Victory awaits! Born a patrician, I became a soldier.
Well, that's a Ravenous Flock target now, but I'm not going to do it now because then he gets to swing.
Fierce and fashionable, no?
Gets no value off of that. I'll just get rid of him right now.
They should thank you for the truth.
Come on, Tippers. It's playtime.
All right, let's mess some folks up.
This way. It's almost time.
Such little lies.
Feed Demacia!
Humanity is obsolete. Flesh was weak, but look at me now.
Of course I'm ready.
System upgrade.
Yeah,
Join me if you want to live.
Let us settle this with grace and civility.
Prime and ready.
Fort Noxus. Here we go, I suppose.
I didn't do anything.
I think this is worthwhile. I don't know.
After the battle, the
Head to the base ship fight on an empty stomach!
Inferior design.
Eyes bigger!
Safety disengaged. System upgrade.
Raise the Noctora. Remember this day.
Yeah, this deck feels like it's got some stuff going for it for sure. But after the way those games played out, there's definitely some changes I think I would make. Most notably, I'm fairly certain we want some number of House Spider in here over this Boom Crew rookie. Just because as good as the Boom Crew rookie can be, I just don't think, I think for, since our deck is skewing a little bit on the more expensive side, we want to be able to stall, and the value that Boom Crew rookie is going to get on average is not as good. So this is the first change I would make immediately. Other change I'm kind of looking at because of this, it's like House Spiders are actually pretty good with Disintegrate because they're chump blockers that can be upgraded into something that you can trade with. Yes, it's a 2-for-1 so to speak, except this card's providing 2 blockers, but then that's the whole reason why we have Piltover and Tellstones, or one of the reasons why we have them, is because we have a way to gas back up if games go long when we need, if we need that. But so in games where we need to generate tempo, it can be very good for that reason, and then we can make up for the card disadvantage with Progress Day if necessary, or we can just keep hammering opponents' blockers or their life total with things like Aftershock, or on occasion I could see Hextech Transmogrifier coming up in certain matches. It didn't in any of those games, but it's not to say I don't think it could. Maybe 2 of these is wrong, but I kind of like playing with it more. New card, interesting design, so I think I want that. But I do feel like I want to fit another Disintegrate, or maybe it's just another House Spider in, but I'm not sure what I'd cut. It could be the Tailstones. I don't think it's the Ravenbloom Conservatory yet. But that could be one, because we kind of have a Leviathan as a way to close out games too, but Ravenbloom can be just so good. Maybe it's the... Kind of felt like some of our 3-mana plays kind of felt a little clunky at times. I'm not sure if it's correct, though, to cut any of this. Sentry, Spellsinger, along with our Ravenous Flock is just too good. Death's Hand. Maybe we don't need 3 Death's Hands since we have Mystic Shots. Kind of want to keep playing with the Mana Soul Student to help level Swain, tick down our stuff, and then potentially push damage with a leveled Swain is really, really good. So those are just some things I'm thinking about. Yeah, I don't know exactly quite where I'd want to land, but for sure that change to the House Spiders I think is good. So I'm going to make that change now and upload this version of the list when I post this deck. All right.